Alhamdulillah, I got a question. I have an X amount of money invested for my pension.
Right.
And I want to know if I can, if I'm getting a return from this money, and how do I calculate my zakat?
All right, so we need to go back one line. We need to go back one question, right? How did that money come to be invested? Did you put it there, or did it come through some other source?
Well,
so let me give you let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Let's assume you were working for a company for many years, and then you've retired.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the money that I've retired.
But no, what I'm saying to you is that how that money come to be invested to begin with. So I'm giving you the example, and you tell me if you accept my example or not. So let's assume you were a teacher or whatever it is, civil servant or working for a company, and you've been contributing, or the company's been contributing towards your pension or your provident fund, okay? At some point 5 years ago, you retired. The company then took that money and they invested that money because that's the rule of the company.
Yeah, that's exactly what has happened.
Okay, so if they've taken that money and they didn't give you an option or a choice about do you want it, how you want it, etc., then that capital amount that is invested is not zakatable.
Okay.
Right?
One more question.
But sorry, can I just quickly come and just to clarify for other purposes, for other people that may have been investing on their own accord, whether it is an RA or some other investments, over the years you've been investing your own money into some retirement fund of sorts. In their case, it is zakatable. And the difference is, in the first case, in your case, the money that was invested there, although it was earned by you while you were working, was actually part of the rule of the company where you were working. And in the case of the second person, they did it of their own volition, they did it of their own accord. So in the case of the second person, they will pay zakat on the capital value, and in the case, in your example, there is no zakat on the capital value. As for the returns, I'm assuming that the returns are utilized for your daily needs and for other expenses of your life, and what is left behind, what is saved after a year, that means what is cash on hand after you've utilized all the other returns, that may become zakatable if it is over the nisab amount or equal to the nisab amount. Does that help, my brother?
Yes, it helps a lot. And one more question.
Gee.
Okay. And part of that money that I have invested, I had it on hand, and I've invested that again. What do I do in that situation?
So that now becomes zakatable. You see, the rule of zakat is, when you've got it in your possession, you can do one of a number of things. Now, I'm not sure what value you've received, but I'm going to give you a tongue-in-cheek answer, right? So let's assume you took the money and you bought a Ferrari.
Okay.
There's no zakat on it because you bought a commodity, and generally speaking, I'm talking of a Ferrari for your own self, right?
Okay.
There'll be no zakat on it because it's a part of a commodity, it's part of your normal use, etc., and there's no zakat on vehicles for your personal use. Okay? The second example is you decided to open up a spaza. You need an extra income, you've invested it, now you open up a shop, you will pay zakat on the value of the stock, meaning your investment plus the growth. The third option is you spent it, you went for a holiday. Money is gone, there's no zakat. Or the fourth option, as you said now, you've invested it in some fund, etc., preferably a Sharia compliant fund, inshallah. So because you've invested it, it's your money, you will pay zakat on it.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah.